Hi guys, this is Sarthak, and I have made this structure of data analysis career framework. It is also a career framework. It is also a focus how to focus framework, and I thought I would share it with you because if we share our knowledge only grows, and I hope this is helpful to you in your career in data analytics and your own learning in data analytics. So first of all, I'll walk you through step by step what I have noted down in this area. First of all, I have noted down that there are Excel projects that we need to do, and that is the most basic part of data analysis or data science. And it includes conditional formatting, lookups, pivot table, mean, median, mode, standard deviation, correlation, charts, and Power Query. All of this is very basic, and we are also being taught this by coding ninjas. So I hope we'll all be able to uh, learn about this at least. The second part I have focused on is the service. This is imperatively important because uh, once you have a once you are in the job, identifying what the service is trying to do, what the product is, what the service that company provides, is really important to be motivated to do the analysis. So if you are given a problem and not told why it is useful in the business, you will not be motivated to work it very wisely or by putting your complete mind on it. But if you know about the service, then it will become very engaging and you will find passion in doing uh, this analysis because you know it is going to impact the business which you're working for. This is also helpful in identifying which company you want to join, because ultimately when you join a company, the service they are providing is going to dictate what kind of problems, what kind of data they collect, what kind of problems they solve, what kind of uh, opportunities of uh, complex analysis is available in that company. So you can also use this as a tool to identify which type of company you want to work for. The third thing I have written is, let me read it out for you first. The real question in a business problem not being solved by ML is how you understand the objective, decipher what analysis will fit it, and how to use a tool to do that analysis. Where Coding Ninjas showed a glimpse, didn't teach that fully. I'm not blaming Coding Ninjas over here. I was just being critical. So please ignore that. Coding Ninjas has taught us very. I am happy that whatever I have learned from Coding Ninjas has brought me to a point to be able to form this framework. They taught basic use mainly, or how to use tool for analysis. I hope this was highlighted when I was reading this. So this part I'll go through it. This is the most important part of what I want to talk about today. So first of all, what you have to do is how you understand and find the objective when you just have an idea. So you know the service, right? We have discussed that you know the service. Now what you have to do is identify the objective that you are given, and uh, if you know the objective, now if you're suppose you're joining a company as a first data analyst or a main data senior data analyst in a company in a startup, then you will have just the knowledge of the service and you have to find the objectives yourself. So how you understand and find the objective when you just have an idea, because you don't have a complete knowledge about the situation of the company, or you may not, maybe it is a financial domain company and you don't have financial background. So this, you just have some ideas about what could work or what could not, but how you understand and find the objective from that idea is going to lead you to do proper analysis, because if you don't have an objective, then you will not be able to do an analysis very well. So this is in our case studies also in coding ninjas, you can find that the objective is given and the analysis is given. So the second part is decipher what analysis will fit it or unload it to make it comprehensive. So once the objective is there, we have to understand what kind of analysis, like if we want to analyze, our objective is to minimize cost, but what kind of analysis will we do on that to make it possible that cost is minimized. So maybe we have to look at uh, how cost has been uh, increasing over the years, or the, whatever we have to apply thinking over here as well. So deciphering what analysis will fit or unload the objective to make it comprehensive. We can't just do a sample thinking that we have an objective and now we just do this task and our job is complete. We have to be comprehensive about it, and we have to search on the internet, we have to talk to stakeholders, we have to talk to our senior management, we have to talk to our AI bots, and we have to talk to different resources on the internet to understand how that objective can be comprehensively analyzed. And that is the second part. And the third part is how to use a tool to do that analysis such that the meaning remains visible. So this is what is being really taught at coding ninjas. We are not being taught right now about how you understand, find the objective, and maybe at the basics data analyst level, we don't need to find the objective. We will be given the objective, we will be given what the analysis we have to do, and we just have to do that using a tool like Python or maybe Excel. So how to use a tool to do that analysis, that meaning remains visible. So this is also not a very easy, it's not like it's simple how to use a tool, because we have to understand how to present data analysis and how that data analysis remains remains maintains visibility of what the analysis we are trying to do. We just can't be making an analysis that seems like it is, we can't understand it. So this is also a nuance that we need to practice right now, because this is the time we are trying to learn how to use a tool, and how to make that meaning remain visible is one of the tasks that we can learn right now. And these two objectives, the understanding, finding objectives, and deciphering what analysis, we can learn this on the job, or maybe we can try to learn it on the way and get a better job than what we might be able to get just by using how to use a tool to do that analysis. So I hope you understood that there are three parts to it. We have to how to You have to understand what the objective is, and from just an idea of the theory of that company's service, and then we have to decipher what analysis will comprehensively fit it, and then we have to actually analyze that thing, and so that the meaning remains visible. uh, the next part that over here I have tried to unpack is the data analysis part. This part is the data analyst part. Now we already know the service, and we have qualitatively, and we have talked about how to use a tool to do that analysis, how to understand the objective, how to decipher what analysis will be needed to be comprehensive. But these are equally valid steps, which are equivalent to the thing we talked earlier. So first of all, I have we have to practice what problems we are analyzing. We have to get familiar with the data, like data collection, cleaning, univariate analysis, bivariate analysis. This is also what we have been taught, and this is important because if you don't understand the data, then you will not be able to do a good analysis. Then hidden meanings surfaced. uh, I say there is meaning in data. This just means that uh, if like for example, if we have the delivery date and the order date, then finding the days lead time to deliver the product to the customer. This kind of simple meanings that are hidden in the data are very important to understand and bring out when you are doing analysis, because it's an extra step and it requires thought. It is not that obvious, and it may lead to very good, very much better analysis if you did this. Then there's action infused or manual analytical data models and interested parties. So this is like now you have uh, understood the data and you have found the hidden meanings. Now what your job is to infuse actions. You want to do an analysis that moves the needle of who the interested parties were in the analysis, and what their job, what their objective was is fulfilled, and they take action on your data, on your analysis. If you just do analysis and it is not actionable, then you are wasting your time. It's not that always I feel that it's not always possible that all your analysis will lead to actions, but over the time you have to improve this ability to do analysis that infuses actions in interested party. Manual analytics data models, this is what data models is actually data modeling. And so you will do logical analysis or some kind of pivot tables or some kind of analysis which is available on the internet, like uh, t tests and statistical tests, or maybe you just apply some logic which is creative. So all this will come in the analysis part. And the interested parties, this is where you infuse actions through making dashboards and through storytelling. You might have to make a ppt and you will make a story type of thing where what the data is trying to tell you, what the analysis is trying to show you, and how the analysis can be used to improve the service which the company offers. And then you have to find the estimated impact. After you have done the analysis, you have to keep a track of what your analysis led to, and so that you can put that back in your resume, you can put that back in your learning, so that how you are trying to improve that as well, the estimated impact. The next part over here is about machine learning. I know many of you haven't uh, opened machine learning module, but I have, and what I have uh, uh, found is that these are the main things that we need to focus on. First is data engineering. Data engineering is a very big field, and there are a lot of startups and lot of startups around this field. And mainly it's about ETL, which we have been taught: extract, transform, load. And data engineering is about making taking data from one place to another, or making sure the data which uh, is in the is at the source of the data, then it is connected to your dashboards, and how well it is connected through pipelines, they call it pipelines. And then there's data warehousing, where you collect all kinds of data, and then that data is put connected through APIs to the dashboards. And that is all about data engineering. You can read about it on the internet, uh, not just once but maybe multiple times, so that you can find what it actually is and you can remember what it actually is. Then there's quality features engineered. Now machine learning requires features, and features are a main part of machine learning terminology. Features are like, if you are trying to analyze the housing market, then the location of the houses, the area of the houses, the number of rooms of the houses, the number of bathrooms, the is a swimming pool available or not, what kind of facilities are there. These are all features in a machine learning model. So this is similar to this hidden meaning surface which we talked about over here. Like if you want to find the days between the lead time between the delivery, so this is a little more advanced than that, because quality features engineered, you are trying to engineer features which are relatively more complex than what we do in Excel. ML data models are these are examples of what kind of work is going on in ML. So my focus is on consumer technology, B2B tech, small models and future models. I'll talk to you about why I'm focusing on these ML models, because there are lots of types of machine learning models or analysis that you can do. But my focus is on consumer tech because my background is in entrepreneurship, and I have been making consumer tech uh, apps, not making them, but actually thinking about them or trying to make them. And B2B tech also, I have tried to make some enterprise software. So these are my focus because I have my background in this. Maybe you have a focus in finance, maybe you have a focus in hospitality, maybe you have a focus in biology. So these can differ according to your background. Maybe you are fresher from college, so you don't need to think about these a lot. You can enter any interested field and see from there. uh, Small ML data models, maybe I thought that maybe these would be important because if I'm doing some analysis like an on a simple objective analysis, we have an objective and we can simply use a small data model, ML data model on it, then it would be useful to be know this. If it's not too complex, one person can do it, then it is relatively effective in analyzing an objective or something. And futuristic models, because in the future what will be relevant is also important. That should be my focus, because uh, those kinds of models would open up more opportunities. Today LLMs are popular, and reinforcement learning and all these kinds of machine learning concepts are quite popular, and I would like to keep an eye on them. Techniques are like there are some specific machine learning techniques which I haven't also explored, but maybe this is an important part which I need to study. The next part is driven analytics. So there are many kinds of domains in a company. Like companies are making products, companies are doing marketing, companies are analyzing business. So these are speciality fields which every company kind of has a role in, and you can specialize in these domains because you can either be a data analyst, you can be a data engineer, you can be somebody. One, you have to start somewhere, and you have to get good at one thing. So these are the two or three most popular kind of domains that are actually very rigid and uh, uh, concrete. They are always available to be analyzed, and they have a lot of uh, uh, ideas that have been developed in these domains that you have to learn from the internet or somewhere, and you can apply them then. And these are focus areas. I hope I'm able to make my point clear that because these are already concrete areas. They have material of ideas and concepts already inbuilt, and you can specialize in them in a company. So next is management and leadership. So as a data analyst, you will not start in the management or the leadership, but as you try to uh, 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 move your career up, then you will be a manager, then you will be a leader, and implementing those qualities and understanding what is required from managers and what is required from leadership is very important uh, in in your career. Intermediate level includes motivating fledglers, mentoring talented. So motivating people who are not performing so well, is part of is part of a manager's jobs. Mentoring the talented folks who are showing good grasp of concepts is also a manager's job. This is intermediate level. You can have advanced level skills which you can think about, or maybe we can discuss some other time. I haven't found those or written those yet. Leadership, we'll talk about what the hard skills of leadership are. Over here we are talking about the hard skills of leadership, and the soft skills of leadership, like making people move towards goals, and bringing the organization together, and motivating the entire company. Those kinds of things you will have to we will have to learn as our career progresses. So I don't have much material written over there about that. These are the leadership. And so yeah, so this is one part of it. The next I'll talk about is the leadership aspects of this. uh, uh, what kind of things you will have to do as you progress in your career in data analytics. So first of all, there's ETL use cases. This is the most basic thing that will be expected of you as you move up towards the data chief data officer role. So you'll start as a data analyst and you'll end up as a chief data officer. And if you have this framework in mind, then you can focus on that aspect in your career. And I hope you'll find this useful. So this is the first step. ETL use cases, you'll have to search it on the internet. This is very basic. Architecture is data architecture, like how is data being uh, used, what technology is being used, how the tech out of what out of if there are 10 technologies out there, then which technologies have you chosen, you or your company has chosen to work with, and how you orchestrate those technologies together comes in data architecture. So this is one skill that you'll need very soon, maybe one or two levels up the data analyst role, that you'll start to focus on data architecture. Then if you go on to more senior roles, then you will be tasked with making roadmaps on what data activities that you will be doing over by the company, what the data activities will be done, when they will be done, why they will be done, and communicating this to the junior members, and making it apparent to the leadership why you are doing making a roadmap like this. So this is one more skill that you will be acquiring as you move up the ladder. Then comes strategy. There's not much to talk about strategy. Strategy is a very common word, which why the company while the company's objectives are changing, and while the market is changing, what kind of strategies you are using to win in the market, win the short term profit, win the long term profit, and solidifying your position in the company, solidifying your company's position in the market by staying ahead of other competitors. So all this kind of thinking comes into strategy. Then there's governance, transparency, and power distribution. There's a very big focus nowadays on data being used wisely, data being used by permission, by taking permission of the users. So governance includes which which part of the organization is using what kind of data, is what has what kind of access to data. That is very important. Transparency includes the focus on using the right data and not making ethical mistakes, and being transparent about how you collect data, how you use data, and how you sell data. Maybe you are selling data and you have to be transparent about why you are why and how you are monetizing the data that you are collecting. And power distribution just means that data can make you powerful by if you have analysis. So power distribution is the wrong connotation, but what it actually I wanted to say was that if there are 100 members in your company, then if each 100 member has the ability to do data analysis through maybe AI or through some software which are coming up nowadays. So this distribution of data power is also key theme nowadays in big companies, that everybody is able to use the power of data and use simple analytics to inform their decision making. Then comes large scale projects. So as you move up more, as you move more up on the ladder, then you will be tasked with making large scale projects which will affect the entire company. Then you will be required to have a data vision. You will be wanting to have a competitive advantage. You will be needing to transform the entire organization, and you will be having to make innovation happen in your company if you're a chief data officer. So these are kind of the major points that I have collected, and I thought maybe this would be useful for you. And this is the last. We started with Excel projects, and we've started with Excel projects, which are the most basic part of what we have to do in a data analyst career. And we are ending with big ML projects like self-driving cars, which use machine learning data, multiple machine learning models, multiple mechanical. There are big projects which require mechanical engineering knowledge, computer science, light sensing, electronics. All of these like big ML projects are the other side of the story, where we started with Excel and we are now ending up on big ML projects. One thing to keep in mind is to have an open mindset, uh, because you have a lot to learn and there's a lot of things going on in the world. And maybe if you keep an open mindset, you are allowing yourself to learn things. And if you keep this mindset, then you'll surely move ahead in your career. And that was all, guys. If you made it so far, thank you, and I'll be happy to uh, see where your career goes and connect in the future, wherever life takes you and wherever your hard work takes you. Okay, so bye.